North Korea fired multiple cruise missiles towards the sea off its west coast on Wednesday in the latest sign of heightened tensions on the Korean peninsula. The launches were being analyzed by South Korean and US intelligence. The latest firing of missiles by Pyongyang comes as the South Korean Navy Special Warfare Unit was taking part in training along the east coast in Gangwon province, bordering the north, for about 10 days. The North state media also said last week the country conducted tests of its nuclear-capable underwater attack drones in a protest against joint military drills by South Korea, United States and Japan. And South Korea's Defense Minister Shin Won-sik condemned the launches as a serious threat to his country. Shin also warned that North Korean leader's regime would face its demise if it started a war. In a statement, South Korea Joint Chief of Staff did not specify how many missiles were fired, but said further activities by nuclear-armed North were being monitored. Though UN Security Council sanctions targeting the North's weapons development do not bar testing of conventionally armed cruise missiles, the training was aimed at strengthening operational readiness following North Korea's recent artillery firing near a disputed maritime border and weapons test. And DD India correspondent Patrick Falk joins us live from Singapore. Patrick, what is the latest on the missile launches by North Korea? And as these launches become increasingly routine, what is North seeking to provoke or achieve?
Well, North Korea didn't say specifically what these latest launches were all about, whether or not it was just the latest bit of chest thumping or whether or not it was any sort of significant test. As you noted, South Korea didn't provide many details, not even the number of missiles that were launched, but we do know that these were cruise missiles, and the Yonhap news agency also reported that they appeared to be longer in range and possibly capable of carrying a tactical nuclear warhead. And that is perhaps significant because North Korea also fired a ballistic missile earlier this month on the 14th of January. Ballistic missiles travel at supersonic speeds in a sort of arc trajectory, and they are unpowered on descent. So whereas cruise missiles travel at subsonic speeds, they fly at a lower altitude and are maneuverable and therefore harder to detect. So this could have been a test or a demonstration of North Korea's capabilities. And of course, we know that Pyongyang has been trying to develop an arsenal, possibly to use against South Korea. So that is possibly significant. And it's almost certainly the latest in a series of aggressive responses in response to joint drills between the US, South Korea and Japan.
And amidst these missile tests, South Korea is continuing with military naval exercises with its allies. What kind of preparedness is being maintained by them?
Yeah, well, look, on top of that, there is closer coordination with its allies, the US and Japan. And if you remember, in December, the three countries said that they would share real-time data on North Korean missile launches. So that's all part of that. But, you know, the thing to worry about really is there are indications that these sorts of tensions could escalate in the coming weeks, particularly in the run-up to South Korean parliamentary elections. They may be an attempt by North Korea to pressure Yoon Suk-yeol and his conservative government, which has taken a hard line against Pyongyang. And if you remember, just a day ago, there were reports saying that a monument which symbolized hope for reunification was apparently demolished by North Korea. So as I say, you know, this is an angry response from North Korea, and we could see more of this sort of reaction in the coming days and weeks ahead.
Patrick Falk, thank you for those updates.